हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल एक्सट्रिंसिक कोचिंग। आज हम सॉल्व करने वाले हैं BSNL JEE LIC 2018 का क्वेश्चन पेपर। इस क्वेश्चन पेपर में आपको इंपॉर्टेंट MCQs मिल जाएंगे। अगर आपकी ब्रांच इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन या तो इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग है, अगर आपने डिप्लोमा किया है या तो डिग्री किया है, दोनों के लिए यहाँ पे इंपॉर्टेंट MCQs है। MCQs जो यहाँ पे है वो कंपेरेटिवली इजी है, इसलिए डिप्लोमा लेवल के ज़्यादा है ऐसा मैं बोलूँगा, लेकिन कुछ क्वेश्चन जो है वो बहुत ही अच्छे पूछ रही है जो डिग्री लेवल में भी काम आएंगे। यहाँ पे आंसर सारे दिए हुए हैं, लेकिन बहुत सारे आंसर्स गलत है। जो आंसर की है वो प्रोविजनल आंसर की है, तो इसमें ऑलवेज गलत आंसर होते हैं। तो हम डिटेल में बात करेंगे कौन सा आंसर गलत है और गलत है तो क्यों गलत है, इसका मैं डिटेल में आपको बताऊँगा। दूसरी बात, यहाँ पे जो इस क्वेश्चन पेपर है, इस क्वेश्चन पेपर अगर आपको चाहिए तो मेरी टेलीग्राम चैनल है, उस पर आपको PDF ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन पेपर जो है वो मिल जाएगा। अगर आप तक मेरे वीडियो आपको अच्छे लग रहे हैं तो मेरे वीडियो को लाइक ज़रूर करना, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करना, और अगर अब तक आपने मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सबसे पहले सब्सक्राइब कर लेना। अगर आपको स्पेशल क्लास करनी है BSNL JEE LIC के लिए तो हमने एक बैच स्टार्ट किया है। पूरी डिटेल्स जो है वो इस फोटो में अवेलेबल है, और इससे पहले जो मैंने पेपर सॉल्यूशन करवाया है उसमें मैंने डिटेल्स शेयर भी की है, वहाँ भी आप देख सकते हो। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। वेरी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन टाइम पीरियड T एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी। यहाँ पे जो क्वेश्चन पेपर है उसमें हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों लैंग्वेज में अवेलेबल है। ऑल इंडिया में एक ही क्वेश्चन पेपर था। काफ़ी लोग मुझे इस क्वेश्चन पेपर भेज रहे हैं कि सर तेलंगाना सर्कल का ये है, आंध्र प्रदेश सर्कल का ये है, केरला सर्कल का ये है, गुजरात सर्कल का ये है। ऐसा नहीं है, सबका क्वेश्चन पेपर एक ही है। व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन टाइम पीरियड T एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी। आपका जो नेक्स्ट एग्जाम आएगा उसमें हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में क्वेश्चन लिखे हुए रहेंगे, लेकिन हम जो है सिर्फ इंग्लिश पढ़ेंगे और इंग्लिश में ही आंसर को सॉल्व करेंगे। ये क्वेश्चन पहले भी हम सॉल्व कर चुके हैं। हमें पता है कि F इज इक्वल टू 1/T होता है, तो बस वही तो पूछ लिया है। लास्ट पेपर सोल्यूशन में मैंने बताया था आपको, 2 क्वेश्चन पूछ लिए थे वहाँ। यहाँ भी F इज इक्वल टू 1/T नहीं लिखा है, T इज इक्वल टू 1/F लिखा है, दोनों एक ही बात होता है। T इज इक्वल टू 1/फ्रीक्वेंसी। ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर। जो यहाँ पे आंसर दिया है वो सही है, जो कैंडिडेट है उसने भी सही आंसर किया था। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, C equivalent of the two capacitors C1 and C2 connected in series is given by। तो यहाँ पे क्या आंसर आएगा, C1 C2 डिवाइड बाय C1 प्लस C2 आंसर आएगा। काफ़ी लोग जो है C1 प्लस C2 आंसर करके आ जाते हैं, वो आंसर बिल्कुल गलत है। वो पैरेलल कैपेसिटर के लिए होता है, कैपेसिटर सीरीज में है तो यहाँ पे C1 C2 डिवाइड बाय C1 प्लस C2 होता है। इंडक्टर सीरीज में है तो L1 प्लस L2 होगा, रजिस्टर सीरीज में है तो R1 प्लस R2 होगा। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, एन आइडियल ट्रांसफॉर्मर इज वन विच, एक आइडियल ट्रांसफॉर्मर होता है जिसमें क्या होता है ऐसा पूछा हुआ है। सो आइडियल ट्रांसफॉर्मर में क्या होगा, कोई लॉस नहीं होगा। सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट, हैज नो लॉसेस एंड लीकेज रिएक्टेंस। कोई लॉसेस नहीं है, कोई लीकेज रिएक्टेंस नहीं है। आइडियल ट्रांसफॉर्मर, द ट्रांसफॉर्मर विच इज फ्री फ्रॉम ऑल टाइप ऑफ लॉसेस इज नॉन एज आइडियल ट्रांसफॉर्मर। It has imaginary transformer that has no core loss, no ohmic resistance, no leakage flux, or you can say no leakage reactance. And the primary and secondary winding have zero resistance. It means there is no ohmic power loss or no resistive voltage drop in the ideal transformer. Actual transformer has finite but small winding resistance. So option A, option 1 is correct here. Here not ABCD 1 2 3 4 given, so we will talk according to that. Option 1 is the correct answer. Candidate answer is wrong. Hysteresis loss can be reduced by one of the following. Now hysteresis is very important phenomena in the magnetic circuits. Hysteresis loss can be reduced by using the material having no narrow hysteresis loop. So option 2 is the correct answer here. Hysteresis loss can be reduced by many methods. Let's look at the methods quickly. Hysteresis loss can be reduced by using material that has less area of hysteresis loop. Hence High grade or silica steel can be used for designing the core within the transformer because it has extremely less area of hysteresis loop. To reduce this loss, the special core material can be used which reaches zero or non-zero flux density once the flow current is removed. This loss can be decreased by increasing the number of laminations which are supplied through fewer gaps among the plate. Hysteresis loss can be decreased by choosing a soft core that has less hysteresis. This is the best example of silicon steel. This losses mainly depends on the density of flux, the laminated core and the frequency. So hysteresis loss can be reduced by using the material having narrow hysteresis loop. So option 2 is the correct answer here. Next question. What is form factor? This is very simple question. Form factor is nothing but RMS value divided by average value. और फॉर्म फैक्टर का यूज़ करके ही जो आपका रेटिंग होता है जनरली पावर ट्रांसमिशन का वो डिसाइड किया जाता है. अब तो सारे रेटिंग के बनते हैं. जनरली फॉर्म फैक्टर आपका 1.11 होता है साइनसोइडल वेव के लिए और इसीलिए आपका 1.1 के मल्टीपल में सारे जो हाई टेंशन वोल्टेज हो 33 kVA का, देन आपका जो है 66 kVA का जो होता है आपका पावर स्टेशन वो इतने kVA का होता है यूजिंग द फॉर्म फैक्टर ओनली. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Whenever a magnetic flux linking a coil or electric current changes and EMF is induced in it, this is the known as Faraday's first law of electromagnetic induction. So option 3 is the correct answer, Faraday's first law of electromagnetic inductance. Next question. What determines the direction of induced EMF in a conductor or a coil? What determines the direction of induced EMF? Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule determines the direction of the EMF induced. The direction of the induced EMF determines the Fleming right hand rule. As per the rule, if thumb is pointed in the direction of the motion of the conductor and the first finger is pointed in the direction of the magnetic field, then the second finger represents the direction of the induced current. This is the Fleming's right hand rule. So option 4 is correct answer here. Next question. Question number 8. How many degrees of phase represent one full cycle? Full cycle. Full cycle means how many degree? 90 plus 90, 180 plus 90, 270 plus 90, 360 degree. So 360 degree represent full cycle. Next question. Which of the following is not a factor affecting capacitance of a basic capacitor? Basic capacitor number of plates C is equal to epsilon A divided by D. A is area, epsilon dielectric material, D is distance between the plates. So number of plates will not affect the capacitance, all other will affect the capacitance. Next question. The unit of electrical energy is, unit of the electrical energy is joule, watt second, kilowatt hour. All of these are correct as usual. Whenever all of these given in the option, all of these is the correct answer. The impedance in the study of electronics is represented by resistance, and impedance in the study of electronics is represented by resistance and reactance. So option 4 is the correct answer here. Next question. Electrolytic capacitor can be used for, electrolytic capacitor can be used for DC only. Electrolytic capacitor applications uses to reduce voltage fluctuation in various filtering device. Used in output and input smoothing to filter when the DC signal is weak with the AC component. There are extensively used for noise filtering or decoupling in the power supply. They are used for coupling signals between amplifier stage and to store energy in the flash lamps. So electrolytic capacitor used for DC only. This is correct answer. The temperature raise of a transformer is directly proportional to, temperature raise of the transformer directly proportional to apparent power. Option 1 is a correct answer here. Next question. The primary and the secondary winding of the transformer are, primary and the secondary winding of the transformer are magnetically coupled. It is also called as inductively linked. Not conductively, electrically they are isolated. You can say magnetically coupled. The primary and secondary winding are electrically isolated from each other but are magnetically linked through the common core, allowing electric power to be transferred from one coil to another coil. So we can say inductively linked. Transformer are linked like this inductively. These are the inductors. This is the linking between the transformer that shows these arrows, and that's why we can say transformer is inductively linked. Electrically they are isolated. This question also asked many times in many papers. Next question, which of the following refrigerant has the lowest boiling point? Now here hydrogen given in the option, so hydrogen is the correct answer. If hydrogen is not given in the option, then carbon dioxide will be the correct answer. Let's see boiling point of all four. Boiling point temperature is a crucial property to carry out refrigeration. Among the given refrigerant, hydrogen boiling point is minus 253 degrees centigrade. Carbon dioxide, the value will be minus 73.6 degrees centigrade. Ammonia value is minus 33.3 degrees centigrade, and ferron is minus 29.8 degrees centigrade. As we are seeing that among all of these, highest boiling point is for hydrogen, that is minus 253 degrees centigrade. Okay, next, which component has a gate electrode? FET has gate electrode, that is feed effect transistor. Bipolar junction BGT has emitter base collector, we have seen in the previous paper solution. FET has gate, source and drain. Next question, the two basic type of bipolar transistors are NP and NPNP. This is very simple question. Option 2 is the correct answer. Next, which of the following cannot actually move? Which of the following cannot actually move? Moving majority carriers, ions, hole, free electron. Here correct answer given is hole. It is wrong. Hole can move. As electrons are moving, holes are also moving. Actually ions cannot move. So option 2 is the correct answer here. So answer of this question number 18 is wrongly written in your paper. This is the first question where answer is wrong in the provisional. This is provisional answer key. Many answers are wrong in this question paper. In the last continuously 4 or 5 questions answer is wrongly given. So here correct answer will be ions. Okay, ions cannot move from one place to another place. Next question. Question number 19. A device with gain has a property of amplification. Gain means amplification. Whatever you are speaking, you can listen that in the loudspeaker. That is amplification, that is amplifier, because your gain, voice gain is increased. So you can listen in the loudspeaker loudly than the person actually speaking. So it is called as amplification. Next question. The value of dB is positive if signal is. Value of dB is positive if signal is amplified. The value of dB is positive, signal is amplified. So option 4 is correct answer here. Whenever the signal will be amplified, then and then only dB value will be positive. Attenuated, distorted or noisily, then dB is negative. We are generally seeing that in the optical fiber communication, our loss is minus 30 dB around. Okay, generally it is minus 30 dBm actually, but we are considering minus around 30 dB. So this is due to attenuation, or this is due to noise in optical fiber cable. Okay, so whenever signal is amplified, the value of dB will be positive. Next question. Most popular oscillator configuration for audio application is. For audio application, generally we are using Wien bridge oscillator. This is the most popular configuration for audio application, or generally we are using that as a audio amplifier. Okay, so generally RC audio amplifier we are also using, but as the frequency generation, generally Wien bridge we are using. So option 2 is the correct answer here. Next question. Which of the following color LED are presently available? Yellow, white, orange, all are available. So all of this is the correct answer. If AC is applied to anode of diode, what would you see at the cathode? Pulsating DC. If you are applying AC to the diode, you will see the cathode that is pulsating DC. This is nothing but a rectifier. We are learning that in the half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Next question. In which of the following region both the collector base and base emitter junction are forward biased? If both the junction are forward biased, then we will learn that if both the junction are forward biased, then our transistor will be in the saturation region. So option 2 is the correct answer. Next question. When the diode is not conducting, its bias is reverse bias or zero bias? This is repeated question. Asked many times even in the JTO LIC exams also. If you want to solve that JTO LIC exam paper, that is already available in the my YouTube channel, and you can also see in the I-link button. Full playlist of almost 16 question paper solution available, many more to be added. In an NPN transistor, the majority carriers in the base are. In an NPN transistor, the majority carrier in the base is, answer is given here, electron, which is wrong. Majority carriers N, P, N. So here base, emitter, base, collector. So for the base, majority carrier is holes. So option 2 is the correct answer. Again, the answer of this question is wrongly given in the provisional answer key. All holes will be majority carrier in the NPN transistor in the base. Generally, for NPN transistor as a whole, electrons are majority carrier, but in the base, holes are majority carrier. Next question. A PN junction diode has low forward and high reverse resistance. It is correct. A non-linear wave characteristic. It is also correct. Zero forward current till the forward voltage is a cut-in value. It is also correct. So all of these are correct. Again, as usual, option 4. All of these is the correct answer because all these statements are the correct. Okay. Next question. In PNP transistor, the current IE has two components. IEP means hole current due to injection of holes from P region to N region, and IEN means electron current due to injection of electron from N region to P region. Then this question is IEP and IEN are almost equal. IEP greater than IEN, IEN very greater than IEP, or IEP very greater than IEN, and either IEP or IEN are almost equal, or IEN very greater than IEP. Which of the following option is the correct? So here given transistor is PNP transistor. In PNP transistor, majority carriers are hole. So hole current will be always greater than electron current. So IEP very greater than IEN, I can say. So option 2 is correct answer here. If it is given NPN transistor, then IEN very greater than IEP will be the correct answer. Next question. At very high temperature, the extrinsic semiconductor became intrinsic. हमारे कोचिंग का नाम एक्सट्रिंसिक कोचिंग, हाँ यहाँ से ही उठाया है मैंने. मैं एक बार ये पढ़ा रहा था और स्टूडेंट ने बोला कि सर हम कुछ नाम रख देते. मैं कोई नाम नहीं रखा था पहले, ऐसे ही पढ़ा रहा था. तो स्टूडेंट ने बोला कि सर नाम रख देते, और ये उस दिन में यही पढ़ा रहा था क्लास में, तो उसी से रख दिया एक्सट्रिंसिक कोचिंग. एट वेरी हाई टेम्परेचर द एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर बिकेम इंट्रिंसिक बिकॉज क्या होता है, एट वेरी हाई टेम्परेचर योर covalent bond will be broken and band to band transition dominates. That's why answer is band to band transition dominates our impurity ionization. So option 2 is the correct answer here. As very high temperature क्या होगा, at very high temperature extra electrons are excited from the valence band to the conduction band, due to which the number of free electron hole pair will increase, you can say. Okay, so option 2 is the correct answer. Next question. Assertion reasoning question. This type of question generally asked in IES exam, that is Indian Engineering Services exam, that is taken by UPSC. So you can say this is the toughest question asked in your exam if this type of question asked. You need to have very deep knowledge of that question, then and then only you will able to answer this question. So in your exam, if you can't get this question, skip this question. I will advise that, because this type of questions are very tough actually, because the options are very tough. Look, assertion A is given that a PN junction has high resistance in reverse direction. It is correct. PN junction has high resistance in the reverse direction. Now reason is given when a reverse bias applied in PN junction, the width of the depletion layer increases. This is also correct. Now these both statements are correct, you know. But you need to also know that option A, assertion A is the correct explanation, or reason R is the correct explanation of assertion A. That should be correct. Only and only then you will able to answer this. So look at the option. Both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. Now if you know this, then only you can answer this question. Here both A and R are true and R is not correct explanation of A is wrong. R is the correct explanation of A. So option 1 is the correct answer, because in PN junction transistor we are having a high resistance because depletion layer width increases while we are applying a reverse bias. If we are applying more and more reverse bias, then depletion layer width will increase, and that's why PN junction has a high resistance in the reverse direction. So assertion and reason both are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So option 1 is the correct answer here. Next question. Lick type bias is used in plate modulated class A amplifier. Lick type bias used in plate modulated class A amplifier to prevent excessive grid current. Option 4 is the correct answer here. Not to prevent modulation. In many MCQ sites, prevent modulation also given correct answer. It is not correct. Prevent tune circuit damping is not correct answer. Prevent excessive grid current is correct answer. So option 3 is the correct answer here. Prevent excessive grid current, option 3 is the correct answer. Next question. The sequence of operation in PCM. This is repeated question. We have learned it earlier in our JEE LICE paper solutions. Sampling, quantizing and encoding is the sequence in the PCM. Next question. In case of now, the questions from your communication. Up to these questions from electrical engineering was there, or your option 1 or first subject of your syllabus, now second subject of your syllabus. In case of frequency modulation, means FM, modulating voltage remain constant if the modulating frequency is lowered, then the amplitude of distance sideband will increase. So option 2 is the correct answer. We have learned this in detail in our class. Next question. In FM receiver, amplitude limiter is used. We are using amplitude limiter to eliminate any change in amplitude of the received FM receiver. So option 3 is the correct answer here. Next question. The noise that affect the PCM. The noise that affect the PCM is quantization noise. It is correct. But transition noise also affect the PCM. So both transition noise and quantization noise are the correct answer. Option 4 is correct here. Not quantization noise. Look, candidate answer wrongly here by looking at the quantization noise, directly mark quantization noise. It is correct, but transmission noise is also correct. So both are correct here. Next question. Which of the following is analog? PWM is analog. We know that PCM, DM and differential PCM, there is DPCM, delta modulation, all are digital. So PWM, pulse width modulation, is analog. Repeat this question. The modulation technique used to convert analog signal to digital signals are just we have answer above. DM, PCM and ADM, adaptive delta modulation, all are digital techniques. So all of above is the correct answer. Next question from the TDM. In TDM, slots are dynamically allocated to improve bandwidth efficiency. In statistical TDM it is. So option 2 is the correct answer. Actually these questions asked from communication as well as your computer. This comes in the computer part also. A statistical TDM assigns time slot dynamically. They are allocated based on demand. Multiplexers scan input lines and collect data until the frame is full. So option 2 statistical is the correct answer here. Next question number 39. In pulse position modulation, that is PPM, the drawbacks are PPM drawbacks are both synchronization is required between transmitter and receiver, and large bandwidth is also required as compared to PM. So these both are drawback of PPM. So we are generally not using PPM. Both synchronization is received between transmitter and receiver and large bandwidth is required. Both are the drawback of PPM. Next question. Under ordinary circumstances, impulse noise can be reduced in FM only. We can reduce noise in FM only. It is not easy to remove noise from AM. So we can reduce noise from FM only. So option A is the correct answer. There is many good questions asked from the communication in this paper and also from computer. Now these questions are from computer, that is topic number 3 of your subject or of your syllabus, which is not a computer classification. Here answer is wrong. Mainframe is classification of computer. Maxframe is not computer classification. There are mainframe computers available. Generally 4 classification of computers are there. These 4 main type of computers based on their size are microcomputers. Microcomputers are relatively small and low cost. They consist of CPU and input device, output device, storage unit and a software. They can be connected to create a network of computer. Then second one is mini computer. These are digital computer used in multi-user system. They have high processing speed and high storage capacity. Then the microcomputer, they are used for a real-time application, industrial unit, research, etc. Then third one is mainframe computer. So mainframe computer is wrong answer here. Mainframe computer is a classification of computer. There are multi-user, multi-programming and a high-speed computer. They have centralized system but cannot store data in them. And the last one is a supercomputer. Supercomputer, they are large size computers that require large space for them. They are used for high level research and workload that is used and shared by people all over the world. It is the fastest computer known. What is the fastest computer known? If it is asked in the exam, then answer will be supercomputer. Other than this, no classification of computer is there. Okay, notebook is a type of computer we can say, but there are no mainframe computer available. So here question option 2 is the correct answer in this question. Okay, next question. Which of the following is a storage device? This is repeated question. Tape, hard disk, floppy disk, all are storage device. You know this. Where is this question? Next question. The brain of any computer system is CPU. कंप्यूटर सिस्टम का दिमाग, किसी भी कंप्यूटर प्रणाली का मस्तिष्क, दिमाग क्या होता है? CPU होता है. So option 3 is the correct answer here. Next, now this is very interesting question. MICR, MICR stands for magnetic ink character recognition. So here actually none of these is the correct answer. Given magnetic ink case reader, it is the wrong answer. This is not correct answer. MICR stands for magnetic ink character recognition, not reader even. Magnetic ink character recognition is the full form. Here it is given magnetic ink character reader. You can answer this, but none of these option is given. So exactly if you want to answer, then you should answer none of these actually in this question. Okay, because MICR stands for magnetic ink character recognition, is a technology used to verify legitimacy or originality of a paper document. Especially check special ink which is sensitive to magnetic field is used the printing of certain character on the original document. Okay, so magnetic ink character recognition is the correct answer. Next question. Computer system consists of the following major unit. Computer system consists of input unit, output unit, central processing unit and storage unit. So all these units are there in the computer. So option 3 is correct answer here, not option 4. It is given input unit, output unit and control unit only. Storage unit is also there. So option 3 is correct answer. Input, output, central processing unit and storage unit. These are the units there in the computer system. So option 3 is correct answer here. This given answer is wrong again. Next question. Which operation is not performed by computer? Here also given answer is wrong. Given answer is inputting. Inputting is performed by the computer. Inputting, processing, controlling, all are the performed by computer. No understanding. Computer cannot understand. Computer has no brain. Okay. So computer has no brain, so it cannot understand what we are saying. If it has brain, then it can do repeatedly task and it can earn money from us. So computer is no brain. Computer can perform inputting, processing and controlling, but it can't perform understanding, and it has no brain. It can't earn from its previous experience. Okay, so understanding is the correct answer. Computer has input, manipulated, analyzed data. It cannot understand information since its lack of brain. A computer's basic operation are arithmetic operation, logical operation, storage and relative functions. Input, output, processing, storing and controlling are the 5 basic processes that our computer does. A computer system has 4 major equipment: input, processing, storage and output. This is the answer of this question. Okay, next question. ASCII stands for, even this repeated question we have done it earlier. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Option 1 is the correct answer here. In the question paper, provisional answer key, wrong answer given. American Standard Code for Intelligence Interchange, it is not. American Standard Code for Information Interchange is the correct answer here. So candidate answer is right, correct answer is wrong. Which of the following produces the best quality graphics reproduction? Plotter. Plotter produces best quality graphics reproduction. Let's learn something about plotter. Plotter is a computer printer for printing vector graphics. In past, plotter were used in the applications such as computer-aided design, though they have generally been replaced with wide format conventional printer. A plotter gives a hard copy of an output. It draws picture on a paper using pen. A plotter is a printer designed for printing vector graphics. Instead of printing individual dots on the paper, plotter draw continuous lines. This makes plotter ideal for printing architectural blueprints, engineering designs and other CAD drawings. There are 2 main types of plotter: drum and flatbed plotter. Computer plotters are type of output device commonly used for computer design applications. So to output large vector designs such as architecture blueprint by moving a pen mechanically, plotter draw line art onto a surface of the paper to reproduce the vector graphics drawn on the computer. Option 3 is the correct answer here. Next question is question number 49. A physical connection between the microprocessor memory and the other part of microcomputer is known as, it is known as address bus, not path. So even answer of question number 49 is wrongly given in the question paper. In the provisional answer key we can say correct answer will be address bus. Physical connection between the microprocessor memory and the other parts of microcomputer is known as address bus. Generally address bus and data bus are connected between the microprocessor memory and microcomputer. Next, a computer consists of, last question of section 1 of this paper. A computer consists of central processing unit, memory, input output unit. All of these are correct. These again repeated question asked in this paper. So a computer consists of a central processing unit, memory, input output unit, CPU. The computer does its primary work in a part of machine we cannot see. A control center that converts data input to information output. Okay, central processing unit consists of 2 parts: the control unit and the ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit. The computer memory is a temporary storage area. It holds the data instruction that CPU needs. Before a program can run, a program is located from the some storage medium into the memory. This allows CPU to direct access the program. Or input and output units are there, you know. So all of this is the correct answer. So this is all about the section 1 of paper solution of JEE LICE 2018 question paper. We have started one special batch for JEE LICE 2022 recruitment. Many students have already joined on application. A batch is running online on application. So if you want to join, you can join as earlier as possible, because now very few days left for your exam, and in that application recording lectures are also available, recorded lectures are also available. So it will be easier for you to understand things by watching the lecture multiple times. So it will be useful in your exam. If you want to join the coaching, then all the information given in this photograph on your screen. So you can join Telegram channel of JEE LICE, link given in the description box. You can join my Telegram channel Extrinsic Coaching, link given in the description box. If you have any doubt, फ्रॉम दिस क्वेश्चन पेपर अगर आपको लग रहा है कि कोई भी आंसर जो मैंने दिया है वो गलत है, या तो ज़्यादा एक्सप्लेनेशन चाहिए, या तो आपको नहीं समझ में आया है, तो आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताना। अगर आपका मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो आप लाइक करना, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करना, और अगर अब तक आपने मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सबसे पहले सब्सक्राइब कर लो। थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग।